this is Janet from Try It Like It Create It, and today I am working with a chipboard piece from Denise Boddey Designs, and the piece that I am using is called Arch Window. And so what I'm going to do is I have it on a piece of scrap cardstock here, and I'm going to paint it with this Americana Decor chalky finish. And it's in the color of lace, so it's kind of a creamy white. And so I'm just going to pour a little bit out over here on the side, if I can get it to come out. There it goes. Okay, I'll just start with that much and see how it goes, and then I'm just going to apply it with a foam brush to the top surface, and it may need more than one coat because the cardstock is definitely going to absorb the paint. So it's just a quick, I'm really just dabbing, as you can see, to get a good coverage. And like I said, because this is chipboard and it absorbs the paint, it's going to dry pretty quick, and I can go in and put out another coat on top. So I will do that off camera and then come back and show you the next steps to making this piece of art. So a couple of quick tips for painting the chipboard. I found that, dabbing the paint on the surface worked the best. And then if you want a smoother application, you can then go back in and gently smooth over it. After the first application was down, it was practically dry by the time I got done painting. So I went ahead and put on the second coat the same way, kind of dabbing it on there, and then again I could go back in and brush lightly over it to clean things up. You want to remove any lint or bumps, and then the other thing you want to do is to lift it up off the surface that you have it on so that it doesn't seal itself to that surface when it completely dries. So those are just a couple of quick tips. This, like I said, this is practically dry. I've got 2 coats on here, and I am just going over some of the areas that look a little bit like it has less coverage. So now I can, because I've got those coats on there of paint on there, I can kind of now paint onto the surface, but I am not giving it a lot of paint. So I'm going to let this actually dry overnight before I move on to the next step, just because the chipboard paper is moist and it's absorbing the moisture from the paint, and I want to make sure that it is really good and dry before I move on. So I'm ready to put my piece together, and what I needed to do was get my picture frame from the store and make sure that my piece is going to fit inside the mat. And so I have done that, and I'm holding it in place here on the base, and you can see that it came with some foam for lifting it up off the mat. And so I am just holding this in place, and I am going to put some tape runner down to hold this in place to my background. So I'm just going to run 2 pieces there, and then I am just going to double check my frame again to make sure that everything is sitting where I need it to be, and it looks good. So that's going to work. Alright, so now I'm ready to move on. So I've got my background piece down, and then I have my 3 other pieces that I want to work with here. So what I want to do is attach this into the frame that I've painted. So I am going to use some liquid adhesive on this to do that. Right? And now I need to line up this piece with the frame. All right, I think that's going to do it. All right, and then the next thing I want to do is to add this top piece that I have to go onto the frame itself. So I'm going to add some glue onto this piece here. And I know it's going to go like that, so a little glue here. And I know I'm going to need some here and here. All right, now I'm piecing this together. Before I put it into the frame itself, and the reason for that is that I know I need to cut or trim off some of this paper here. So let me grab my scissors, and I'm not seeing my detail scissors, so I'll just grab these other ones. See how that looks. Okay. I think we're okay. I am just cleaning up this edge a little bit, and I think I'm going to take my nail file and just clean up that cut a little bit. That looks better. All right, and then all I have to do is determine where I want this in my frame and attach it. And then we just wait for the frame steps to dry. So yeah, I'm going to place that try to line things up. That is looking pretty good. So I'm just going to use some tape runner on the back here to put it where I want it. Push everything down. And that should do it. I could attach the frame with a little bit of glue. I think I will. Just go ahead and do a little tape runner outside here to kind of hold it in place. So when I go to put it in the frame, it is all ready to go. Looks like I am a little bit off, so I'll take that off, and I'm going to run some tape runner. Can I do that here? Nope, that's not going to stick. All right, so we're going to have to use some adhesive, I guess, on the foam to get the frame to attach. Alright, so I think that's going to do it. And now we just need to wait for the steps of the frame.